Just for you! Whee!
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Rid of when you want to go for Necrophos, and then in addition to that they pick Lycan afterwards, which is like a two-sided matchup in the sense that Lycan is very good at running. The mid lane is going fine, the safe lane is going fine, and Pasha has managed to pull the creep wave all the way in between his tier 1 tier 2.
hfhfstudio really didn't want a part of that. Solo doesn't have the glimpse. Nature's Prophet was TPing over with a double damage rune. hfhfstudio dropping low. Solo, he's going after this. He doesn't have boots. He doesn't have movement speed, so hfhfstudio turns around Solo with the Observer Ward. Gets the vision around the tree line. He'll take the kill. He'll reveal...
Getting his bounty.
Lil into the mid, Burrow Strike's available, no one's already there. Super's in trouble, he doesn't have his support is currently de-warding with the creep wave. Solo will move in, still with the double damage rune. They make sure no one gets the last hit. Lil having to bail out after taking too much damage from the tower. As well as the Faceless Void off the lane for a short period of time.
I think LFY want to try to do something in mid here with the Earth Spirit and Nature's Prophet TP, but Solo cuts him off.
Body blocks him up, means he doesn't have the glimpse, it's still on cooldown for 13 seconds, but body block all the way through. When Viper rotates over, he doesn't have the movement speed to escape, and no one will claim his second kill of this second game.
Straight on to the next move.
Observer Ward behind, they'll understand LFY if they bring in reinforcements, but this Nature's Prophet's out way too far. No mana for a TP. They won't need much to get this kill. Virtus Pro up again, but top lane Pasha underneath his own tier 1 tower tries to get back, cannot get there in time. Lil is TPing forward. He's looking towards DDC as the one hero he can probably kill off, but rolling ball forward, hfhfstudio will block it, and without the mana for Lil, he'll have to back away. But then again, the kick is coming in. Viper will start his TP. Now Monet with no time walk, the mystery of the death.
And this mid lane is going very well for no one now. Just that bit of help in the beginning is giving Viper a huge edge, and LFY have to try to do something about it. No one's sitting on level 7 to the 5 of Super. He's going to use the Nether Ward now, and the rotation is coming in.
No one's up way too far underneath that tower. hfhfstudio going to look for the kick, combining it with the Crepify. They just drain him out. A Viper Strike, maybe with the 1 charge or 6 charge, it's enough to live, but he just can't move far enough away. Wrath of Nature bouncing through to help out, but it is a 1-for-1 trade-off. Earth Spirit still did die. One tower in the mid, they know it's safe because of the de-warding they did previously, and Lil is walking straight into them. The Crepify is up, getting Burrow Strike into Roshan. He attempted it, but that was way too short. It's like
those panic moments, you have very little time to react and get your cursor to the right place. Just stuns right outside the Roche pit. I think he could have maybe denied himself to Roche, but there's no way he's going to survive that moment at least.
LFY is putting pressure now for the top lane. Nether Ward behind the trees. They sprout up on the Necrophos. Does he have enough life to survive and maybe even get a Scyther before death? Not going to happen. He's down. And here comes your Burrow Strike. Faceless Void. Still no Chronosphere. He's level 5 time dilation. Can at least help control the team fight. While LFY in the trees are coming out the victors. Solos have much more to give. They just keep blasting into the trees. Super with a double kill. DDC. Is it really going to happen again? Dying to the creep wave. It's not going to happen. He's got 13 HP. Escaping out. No more support from Virtus Pro. No one remained farming in the mid. Did not have a TP scroll. Lil and Solo. Now, there is Static Storm is available for the Disruptor. He's only just cracked his level 6. LFY may not be ready for this, and Super, that Burrow Strike from Lil has hit the money, but the silence! hfhfstudio! He is on the ball! The rockin' ball! Well, that fight ain't happening, and they brought no one in for this. They really wanted this. Now Nature's Prophet TPs towards the mid. LFY finding the hole, and the only thing to happen is that SK has to TP in towards mid to try and defend this, but no Sandstorm available. Maybe the fight can be baited in. He sprouted up. Lil looks pretty juicy, but Pasha coming in from the side. Reaper side that's available. Here comes your Ice Blast. The scythe, it will decapitate. The Nature's Prophet for revenge is there for Super. Viper has made his way over the glimpse, cancelling up the TP. Pugna falling as well. Virtus Pro, the attack onto the Courier. It won't be enough. The Courier will survive. Pressure being applied, and everyone else has gone missing off the map. Hence, LFY fell back from the top lane, but the over-aggressive Prophet, Lil will catch him out. They glimpse him back in, already on the wall. They are waiting to see what he does, and there's not much he can do. The scythe, once again, his head is cleaved from the shoulders. But like all good heroes, you know they're going to come back in the next life once again.
It's a big rotation. That's my main gripe with this play. It's a good kill to get. It's nice that they get it, but they have 5-man rotating for 1 hero in the off lane.
They're coming to fight again.
That's again something that I feel like LFY are just better at.
LFY, Lil's got to get out of here right now. On turn for the burst right. The Chronosphere will catch him, and Ramsey sees his friend and runs away. Or no, he's running in. Dogform is out. The Wolves are behind him. Necrobook's a trigger. He's at least trying to get some kind of revenge on the DDC, but getting hit by the Ice Blast, not what he wants to have happen. They'll glimpse back the Faceless Void into the storm of Solo. No way to escape. They get a call for a support. Clean up the Nether Ward, and LFY will retreat for now.
This is a really nice synergy between these two heroes that you're going to see a lot of this entire...
Pressure towards the bottom lane. Lil's getting his space in mid. He's 25 gold short of the Blink Dagger. This may be enough where Virtus Pro don't want to fight just because they cannot get him in range. The Netherward's going down the Wolves. The wall is up nicely. Super trapped inside this one with no one arriving for the Viper Strike. Super will fall, and they sight him as well. 65 seconds on the sideline. Everyone else from LFY is trying to get back out. Lil getting caught on his rotation.
Earth Spirit plays earlier today, catching 2 or 3 heroes in the stuns. VP's lineup, as tanky as it looks right now, is definitely killable for LFY, and we're going to see a big moment come out here, I think.
Solo's trying to battle for the ward vision. There's an observer up for LFY, watching the front of the pit. That was a fresh ward down. The rest of VP want to go into the pit.
This wolf scouting is so important.
That's why they're putting down the sentry walls, trying to get rid of him, get rid of the other observer from the Radiant side. As Virtus Pro, okay, that wasn't part of the plan. Loosen their crew in the way in. Pugna, the Death Ward is actually in the best position. It really is dead. Solo just killed himself. The Burrow Strike from Lil. Might create space. Ancient Apparition as well as Monet. Out of the fight for the moment. The Rod of VIRTUS keeping Pasture in position. Monet thinking about the Chronosphere. He's right next to Nature's Prophet, and they do it on the Necrophos with the Ice Blast coming in. Say goodbye to Pasture. Roshan is still alive. As LFY, do they actually want this or not? They're losing their observer ward still. These Wolves are getting rid of them.
Yeah, the silver lining for VP is that this LFY lineup is straight garbage at both, and just pretty much single-handedly blowing him up with his spell combo.
VP are coming back again. They're not done yet.
No chrono.
They want to fight. Yeah, no chrono for 82 seconds. Also, low mana. Not a lot to really fight with, so that's why they instead go to the split push. Nature's Prophet keeps the pressure on the bottom lane. Ice Blast is on its way in once more. Right on top of Roshan. Ramsey's and no one affected by this.
Apu might try for a snipe here. Lil needs to have a good angle. They don't know where Apu is.
The Wolves are coming out to look. Thanks to all the observers, they got deep water. There's nothing for LFY. Here comes Apu, but Lil catches him. He tried a rolling boulder in. Nola giving a little extra damage from inside the pit. Aegis Immortal in the hands of Ramsey's already TPing out. Apu will fall as the push. He'll tick, he'll boom. Visible. The Dire Scan will miss their target, but Ramsey, yep, have they got enough though? Time Walk just came back off cooldown. Super's nearby, the glimpse back into the storm. He can't break free to Decrepify his own, so they can't attack straight into Monet. But the scythe! 70-second window.
Damn, that's big. He doesn't have buyback.
Look at Ramsey. He's already hunting for another kill straight around the back of the tower. Moving on to DDC. They don't want to stop now. He gets his vision. He has lost the dog form, however, but DDC trapped in the trees. The Vortex slowing Ramsey's down so much. His upheaval of a different kind. The Wolves get the vision once more and defuse a blade charge. He's down to 5, but supports arrive from no one. A quick Ice Blast, but DDC ticking, but no boom. On to 25 HP. Still alive, Lycan. Stunned up under the tower. He needs to get away, but the Rod of VIRTUS is so controlling him. There was Nature's Prophet in through the rear. They'll burn the Aegis Immortal. Ancient Apparition is not part of this fight. No one finally breaks free of the trees. The wall is up, and Nature's Prophet, he came in to break the Aegis, but he'll sacrifice his life to do so. Virtus Pro bringing down the Nature's Prophet.
So much aggression coming out from them. Ramsey's actually using 3 diffusal blades. At least chip away at it. And LFY aren't having it. They're going to go right away.
They've got Chronosphere, leap in. Who does he get? Everybody splits. Delta-wise from Virtus Pro. The stun is on no one. Pasha, can he help out? No, he can't. That's a very dead Viper.
And that's not the end of it. Now Monet can try to get in and get a chrono here.
There's a 4-star. This gets Pasha a little bit further away. A quick Rod of VIRTUS holding Monet in position. The Wolves keeping the distance, the vision everywhere else. But Prophet, they're able to get the Sprout up. Pasha caught out. Monet, he commits the Chronosphere up. They have more than enough damage to bring down the Necrolite. And that's 2 heroes without buyback, and LFY now looking to have a little bit of a push of their own.
These teams are playing so fast. You feel like you get to set up for that tower.
Afu! Fast as well, the double stun, but where's the follow-up? The run of VIRTUS is on the Lycan. He's going to get a dogpile. The wall is up as well as the storm. You've locked the Nature's Prophet, combining it with the epicenter. They need more damage, they just don't have it. Necro, it's the push once more. Ice Blast, get out of there, Lil! You're frozen up and drained to death!
They went in for it.
You do have a little bit of a problem. They just profit to cripple fight up. It's the Necro books that are chasing him down, and they can't do the work. Even with the Wolves, they can turn their attention towards Monet, so at least there's some level of micro to come from Ramsey to help out. But the mid tower, it still goes the way of LFY. A TP out from Solo. It's like he's trying to glimpse somebody else back, and he's found somebody. He's found DDC. The wall is up. He'll hold him there for the moment, but friends are too far away. No one has a Hurricane Pike, so Solo, keep the vision up. Now the glimpse, they'll do the Rod of VIRTUS instead from the Necro. They want revenge. The Scythe is not enough damage, but the glimpse will pull in DDC. Ending a 3-kill streak in favor of no one. And more heroes dead on the sideline without a buyback. Why? Have to be cautious.
Full minute on that respawn will allow VP to get good control of the map. He does have buyback, which we obviously don't know. Oh, Monet hit.
Lincoln Sphere gets triggered. Nope.
Oh, Ramsey's misclicked.
Oh, here's the glimpse though. Pulls him all the way back. Solo has the storm available, but Monet triggers at the BKB, focusing onto the disruptor while Ramsey's focusing on Afu on the back lines. They've already killed off Solo. Look for the next target. Ramsey's BKB diffuser blade after DDC. Decrepifying is up, and they're draining a little bit more life back into him. Monet losing that Lincoln Sphere, but the control damage is on the like. A Faro strike from Lil. Space is created. The Scythe will kill off the faces for while Ramsey's being drained out. The Wrath of Nature. It'll bounce through, find the kill, and a big Ice Blast on the way in. It healed everybody as well as Lil's epicenter. There's so much damage from both sides. The VIRTUS Pro barely keeping their head above this water. They want more. They're chasing after Inflame. No one's TP forward. They found the Nature's Prophet. Rod of VIRTUS will hold him back, but Lil with the Burrow Strike. Lil with the control, and no one with the kill. 4 heroes from LFY. Now manure for the ground. Do about it, but they are smoking up.
They have to.
Rono is there. They're coming out to contest this. A quick scan up from the Radiant. Roshan is only at 50% HP. LFY might make it, but Lil, he'll cut off the smoke. A quick blink away. VP falling out the pit. They'll smoke themselves. They want the movement speed to get back out of this if possible, and don't fall into the trap of LFY. They don't know the status just yet. The glimpse, maybe. They find Nature's Prophet. He jumped onto the back lines while you've got Ramsey's BK beat up, and the perfect wall onto Monet and Super. They had to burn that BKB. He'll get a double chrono back. Solo as well as Ramsey's. They're caught inside of it. Now no one with his BKB trying to beat down Super, was giving life back over to Monet. He's not going to time walk forward. He's got friends who need help. Super drained the life out of Pasha. Has he got enough? Pasha now, it's a life drain on drain. No one gets the kill, and Pasha turns for the fight. No mana for a sight, but it's no one who is just an absolute beast, killing off DDC. Monet is on the wrong side of the tracks. Afu's also retreating, but remember what we came for. Roshan was the objective. VP are going back for objective-based gaming.
They have more than enough in the tank here as well. Viper looks like he wasn't even touched the whole fight. Full HP on him. Pasha has a little bit of mana to give here to heal up Ramses, and this will be another big advantage. Afu is thinking about it. He will not be able to do this.
It would be great. It's crazy. Afu, what are you doing?
All right, he actually got out of that. Wow.
Yeah. He managed to...
Not close enough, so he has to come back to fight.
They're trying to rack in any damage they can, so Viper says hello. Quick Hurricane Pike out. 4.3k to get through. Burrow Strike, Rod of VIRTUS onto the partner. Now Monet comes in. Lincoln Sphere of his is triggered. Not going to commit the BKB just yet, but Super's dying too quickly. No one knows he needs one more attack, but Super's got the range. Retreat back out. They're trying to reset the position here, VIRTUS Pro, and not fall into Monet's Chronosphere. They cannot let that happen. And also, LFY don't want to commit onto an Aegis the Immortal Viper. It's too much to go on. So yeah, you can cold feed him up, but he'll stand his ground. Continue to chip away. Monet finally coming in, finding some time locks. They're getting rooted to the ground. Thanks to
Epicenter.
Viper is dropping low, and here's the Epi with the wall sword combo, but the Ice Blast with the faces boy Chrono. VIRTUS Pro! They have just shattered the mirror. That's a lot of bad luck for them, but will it continue? No one's back to the world of the living. Monet wants more. They can run a VIRTUS over on no one. Afu standing his ground. He's got help. Disruptor glimpsing back Monet, but Prophet inflamed the perfect TP forward and the Sprout holding Lycan in position. He Quelling Blade cuts his way through, but slowed down by the Decrepify. The Rolling Boulder. They're looking for more. They don't just want Ramses. They'll probably still take him. The Raw can't give enough life. No one battling against Afu. The Rolling Boulder gets him back down the hillside, and he has to run. It is a huge tanky no one. run, but right now it is a 1-on-5 scenario. Lil will come back, try and create some space with the Burrow Strike. No one's BKB, won't protect him, but at least he gets the Burrow Strike onto the Earth Spirit. Now they go for more. They're draining out Lil. He committed for pretty heavily for this one. The Viper needs to be able to survive. No one continues to run. Even couriers are popping in the middle of all this. Decrepit by Ice Blast. No more regeneration. Super sucks the Viper dry. That's a lot of toxic things to actually consume. Nature's Prophet died, but there goes the 8-kill streak. They give the life back to Nature's Prophet so he'll survive. The bottom lane is being pressured. LFY have an opening, but their tier 4 towers were under siege. Nature's Prophet had to go back to defend that, so they won't take the tier 3 at least. Defense.
Furion does have a Silver Edge now, so he can break the Viper passive.
They need to kill him straight away. Blink, Burrow Strike. They actually use the Yule Scepter to break it. Now Monet gets the BKB off the side, holds him in position. Where's that Chronosphere? It connects onto Lycan. The Ice Blast is coming forward as well, but Monet dying very quickly. Lycan will die, but for the cause. After rolling boulder down, he's found Lil further down inside the river. The Magnetize. Lil will end up ticking out 2 heroes without buyback. No one wants to stand his ground, but currently he's on the low part in the river. The wet feet, if only he had feet. Pacha push back up the hill. They've locked him in with the ice feet. No one being drained out. Pacha's trying to help him out. A rod of Atos to keep Super in position. No one's retreating, but on bottom lane, it is where Inflame has caused the damage. Picking up the melee racks. Still mid. They're going to turn around and fight Pacha once more. Super. The Nether Ward is down. They're trying to get rid of that. He drained the life back out of Pacha, and now they turn for the fight. The Ice Blast is really good from DDC, but will it be enough? Super. The Immortal.
No way he gets out of this, man. There's no way.
To the trees. He had his BT's available. Decrepify and TP. Where's the stun? Where's the control? You have nothing! Super is away. The bottom rack is taken. And LFY, not only have they now gained the advantage in golden experience, but they've leveled up the rack's advantage.
The Silver Edge to break off Viper's passive, and now he's going to probably build a damage item to go with it. That means if they catch this Viper in the chrono,
LFY, we've been in this situation before. Monet! The double chrono! Ice Blast is on the money! No one hit by that! They've drained out Ramses! No one will BKB and try and stand his ground! He's got the help from Pasha as well as Lil, but they don't want to fight this. They're down a man, they're down a Hal, and Pasha, here comes the jump. Lil will bring in a perfect Burrow Strike! He had to do it too early! The epicenter has no effect! Maybe the Soul is there from Solo with the Storm down! They've brought down at least the Earth Spirit, but buyback is there from Inflame! He's onto the back lines! The drain is too heavy onto the Viper! Solo still trying to play around this, they don't see him! They're going to break him with a Silver Edge! No one's in trouble! No one is down! On the sidelines! You'll lose a Necro too! Buyback available, however. He might be able to help defend, but the creep wave's pushing in through the bottom. Solo doesn't have his Storm, doesn't have his Aghanim Scepter, and has LFY knocking on the front door, ready to destroy the home of Virtus Pro.
Look at this Nether Blast damage, by the way.
Oh, not again, no one! Pushes back to the safety of the tier 4 towers. Monet beating in to that Rax. It's hurting so hard. One pop and that melee Rax just dies. You're talking about the Nether Blast damage. That mid-rax is already gone. LFY looking towards the top. Necro has buyback available. Lycan is back up in 2 seconds time. And LFY, they need to retreat. They've already claimed so much Lycan. Ramses, he's TPing in behind the line. Shapeshifters up as well as BKB. LFY want to get out. DDC's the
that's a big kill. He doesn't have buyback if he gets him.
Profit. He's trying to TP out in time, but there's no stun from Ramses. He doesn't have a basher. He was looking for the Assault Cuirass. Super. The glimpse will stop his TP. That's a big one. That's a huge one, and Ramses will paw swipe him down. 6-4, 6 gold comes to the 60. They need this. They need the Aegis as well as the cheese if they can have any chance against LFY being 2 racks down against them. And it looks like for the moment, rolling boulder, Afu, he jumps in. Where's the Aegis? He snatches it! Afu! You thief in the night! Afu wants to keep running. The scythe will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis, the Immortal. VP, TP home. They needed that Aegis. They needed that for the fight, and they've lost it.
I can't believe some of the things happening in this game. This is like unbelievable plays.
He is going in further. Stone the bird. The Viper is throwing backwards. Monet looking for the time lock. Jump up. Almost worth coming in the Chronosphere. Burrow Strike from Lil. Trying to create space. They're standing over on the Faceless Void. Using him up as well. Do they want to keep fighting here, LFY? For the moment, Afu does time and time again. He wants to aggressively rolling forward. But Virtus Pro, they're coming back home.
Oh, shit! Oh! He's fucking sleeping! Oh!
all the bounty rooms. Oh, another one.
Bounty for me.
Oh,
Fight
here
gonna
comes
be
the
for
fight.
me. The push down. The push Necro in.
Oh, no!
That's it. The Chrono's locked in too many. 4 heroes.
Got all that though, right?
And sweet, sweet sugar! VIRTUS PRO are gone, and LFY will advance to the winners bracket final! It has been one hell of a dream, undefeated in the upper bracket.
And done. Bye.
Bye!
Bye. My favorite!